Top 100 free agents are still without a contract, which means if you're a GM looking for roster help, there's still plenty of talent available.
The shot by Hoffman, he scores! Mike Hoffman, the one-time Rocket.
Mike Hoffman is our new #1 when it comes to UFAs, an elite scoring winger. He had more goals than anyone else on our original Top 100 and has scored 25 or more in 5 of the last 6 seasons. His former Florida teammate, Evgenii Dadonov, slides in right behind him. A former KHLer, Dadonov has scored 25 or more in each of his first 3 full seasons in South Florida. The forward group isn't limited to snipers. If you're looking for the 200-foot game, centers Eric Holla and Michael Granlund rank 3rd and 5th on our list. There's also plenty of leadership and playoff experience.
We're battling for the Stanley Cup. You know, plain and simple.
Corey Perry slots it at #4. The 35-year-old was 6th on the Stars in goal scoring during their run to the Stanley Cup final. And #6 on our list, the curious case of Anthony Duclair.
I don't really want to get into the specifics of the negotiation.
He's just 25 years old, is coming off a career high in goals, and was Ottawa's only All-Star. But he's also been traded 3 times and chose to represent himself in free agency.
We offered him a substantial raise over what he made last year, and it's unfortunate we couldn't come to a contract agreement.
Who knows, he may circle back. All right, Craig, from that list, the top 3 goal scorers are Hoffman, Dadonov, and Duclair. What could each of them bring to a team that might want to bring them in?
Well, I mean, Mike Hoffman, I mean, when you talk about goal scoring, I mean, he's money in the bank. And I would imagine that Mike Hoffman would accept a direct deposit on a free agent contract into his bank account. Because, you know, goal scoring is not easy to come by, and there's a number of teams that could benefit from Mike Hoffman. Evgenii Dadonov is very interesting because he's just a good player who goes about his business underneath the radar, can play with good players, and he produces. And when we look at Anthony Duclair, I would call him an enigma. The only thing consistent about Anthony Duclair is that he's inconsistent. And we know that when he's on his game, everybody's happy. But then he goes 180 degrees the other way, and you're going, where did that player go that scores goals and is really dangerous offensively? And I think that teams are fully aware of that and why they're leery right now on Anthony Duclair. But Hoffman and Dadonov, teams looking for scoring, I'd be all over these 2 guys.
What about you, Noodles? Where do you see as a good fit for some of these goal scorers?
Well, just taking a look at what Taylor Hall did the other day, I wonder if a guy like Mike Hoffman would take a 1-year deal with an organization to try and up his value and go back at this next summer. And would it surprise you if a guy like Mark Bergevin, who comes out of left field, is in on that? But Ken Holland in Edmonton absolutely would be looking for somebody to play with McDavid. And Boston has been linked to several players. It just has come up a little bit short. So ultimately, I'd be looking at those organizations and saying, if I'll do the Taylor Hall, it may not be as much as $8 million, but I can up my value, and we'll see what free agency looks like next summer.